Well, hello Pythonistas on YouTube. Welcome to another quick video on tips, Python tips. This is a new series, and today I want to share like 5 tips for asking questions on Python online. I've seen a lot of people asking questions and they've been ridiculed and made fun of, and maybe some people just feel very insecure on how to ask question or not to ask question or even reply to a question they have posted. So I'm going to share what I've learned over the years. I have done lots of the mistakes here that I'm talking about in these slides, so I'm going to share with you what I've learned. So let's get started. So okay, now that open source has become widespread, you can often get good answers from other more experienced users, as from hackers, really good programmers, and this is a good thing. Users tend to be just a little bit more tolerant of the kind of failures newbies often have, still treating experienced users like hackers in the way we recommend here. Will generally be the most effective way to get useful answers out of them too. So the first thing to understand is that sometimes hackers seems hostile towards newbies, and it's important to understand that hackers actually like hard problems and good thought-provoking questions about them. So if we didn't, we wouldn't be here. So if you give an interesting questions to hackers, to good programmers, they'll chew on it, and they may even be grateful to you for asking these good questions, as good questions are a stimulus and a gift. So good questions help them develop their understanding and often reveal problems they might not have noticed or thought about otherwise. So a good question is also a good way of becoming a part of a community. So despite this, hackers have a reputation of meeting simple question with what looks like hostility or arrogance. It sometimes looks like they're reflectively rude to newbies and ignorant, but this isn't really true. So it's very important to understand that you must wanting to be learn the technical skills and show them that you have done your own research before you ask the question, or that you are not just there to get the ready-made code from them because they have put a lot of time and they want to share the experience with others, and they share their experience of how they research the problem on their own and helping each other that way. So you have to show that you want to participate in problem solving and sharing your knowledge and giving and taking. That's very important in such communities. And hackers often help people who help themselves understand a problem. They will give pointers, but they will not give you the solution. So asking good questions is a good start to become part of a community. So the next tip is, before you ask a question on a forum, it's really important that you Google the question first if you find it there. And next thing is always try to find an answer by searching the archives of the forum or mailing list, or where you are planned to post to. Try to find an answer by reading the manual. Try to find an answer by reading FAQ. Also try to find an answer by inspection and experimentation. Always read the error code of the IDE or the terminal. You will most probably get most of the answers there if you read carefully. Or you can ask a skilled friend. And if you're a programmer, try to find an answer by reading the source code. This is very important. And third tip is that avoid these things if you don't want to be ignored or ridiculed. You will be ignored or ridiculed if you post your question to a forum where it's off topic. or if you post a very elementary question to a forum where advanced technical questions are expected, or vice versa. So again, please do have Googled it first, or search on other forums. Or if you cross-post too many different news groups or forums posts, or you post a personal email to somebody who is neither an acquaintance of yours nor personally responsible for solving your problems. And I have done all of this. I have done all of this not to be do things myself. So avoid these. And the next topic is, when you're asking a question, use meaningful specific subject headers. Like on news groups or web forums, the subject header is your golden opportunity to attract qualified experts' attention in around 50 characters or fewer. So don't waste it on babble like "please help me," let alone "please help me" with in capitals messages with subjects like that get discarded by reflex by hackers or great programmers. So don't try to impress them with the depth of your anguish. Use the space for a super concise problem description instead. One good convention for subject headers used by many tech support organizations is object deviation. The object part specifies what thing or group of things is having a problem, and the deviation part describes the deviation from the expected behavior. And also use correct grammar, writing clear, grammatically correctly spelled language. Like most of the hackers have found that, or they experience that people who are careless and sloppy writers are usually also careless and sloppy at thinking and coding. Off enough to bet on anyway. Answering question for careless and sloppy thinkers is not rewarding, so they spend their time elsewhere. So be very careful with the grammar, and if you are not native English speaker, let them know in the forum. And also be precise and informative about your problem. Describe the symptoms of your problem or bug carefully and clearly. Describe the environment in which it occurs, like what machine you used, OS, application, so on. Provide your vendor's distribution and release level, like Python 2.7 or 3.5 or 3.6, and what other libraries you have used. Describe the research you did to try to and understand the problem before you ask the question. Describe the diagnostic steps you took to try and pin down the problem yourself before you ask the question. Describe any possibly relevant recent changes in your computer or software configuration. And if at all possible, provide a way to reproduce the problem in a controlled environment. And also describe your problem's symptoms in chronological order, and please do describe the goal, not the step. If you are trying to find out how to do something as opposed to reporting a bug, begin by describing the goal. Only then describe the particular step towards it that you are blocked on. Often people who need technical help have a high-level goal in mind and get stuck on what they think is one particular path towards the goal. To come for help with the step but don't realize the path is wrong. So it can take substantial effort to get past this. So be specific on what you are trying to achieve, what kind of result that you're after. And also, when you are asking about code, don't ask others to debug your broken code without giving a hint what sort of problem they should be searching for. Posting a few hundred lines of code saying it doesn't work will get you ignored. So posting a dozen of lines of code saying after line 7, I was expecting to see an X, but Y occurred instead, and that way it's much more likely that you will get an answer. And also, don't post homework questions. Hackers or good experienced programmers are good at spotting homework questions. Most of them have done themselves. I have done it myself and been pawned on forums. So those are questions that are for you to work out, so that you will learn from the experience. And it's okay to ask for hints, but not for the entire solution. Remember that. And avoid to prune pointless queries. Resist the temptation to close your request for help with semantically null questions like, can anyone help me, or is there an answer? Most probably you're going to get answers like, yes, you can be helped, and no, there is no help for you, and no more help further. Also, don't flag your questions as urgent, even if it is for you. That's your problem and not the expert's problem. So just don't flag it as urgent. And also, courtesy to say please and thank you for your attention, or thanks for your consideration. Do make it clear that you appreciate the time people spend helping you for free. So this is very, very important. Be very, very polite. And also, if you have found a solution to your problem yourself, so follow up with a brief note on the solution. Send a note after the problem has been solved to all who help you. Let them know how it came out and thank them again for their help. If the problem attracted general interest in a forum, it's appropriate to post the follow-up there. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you have learned something and gotten some useful insight on how to ask for help on Python questions online. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, comment, anything. I appreciate your time, and thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.